Gamesweasel.com. Review.
There's been a lot of talk the past few weeks about Prototype and Sony's Infamous being very similar, and they are in the way that both stories take place in a sandbox world and let you scale buildings and glide down to the ground whilst everyone in the city thinks you're a terrorist. That, however, is where the similarity ends. Play Prototype and you'll soon realise it's a very different game, which offers a much more intense action experience. As Alex Mercer, the story is told as a flashback. You begin the game with all your powers, and when you've completed the tutorial, the story shifts from day 18 of New York's viral outbreak, where you escape from a facility and begin finding out where you fit into all this mayhem in day 1. Alex is known to the military as Zeus, a weaponized virus on the loose, and of course that gives you lots of cool abilities in the game. You can absorb people in the street to gather their memories, looks and abilities. You can run straight up buildings and leap across cars, and have a variety of powers including Wolverine-style claws, iron fists, and a very big blade which you can use to cut tanks into little bits. You can also commandeer tanks and even airjack helicopters to take to the skies for even more destruction. Movement in the game is similar to Assassin's Creed in that you press a button which automatically makes you free run over obstacles and up the sides of buildings. This makes the action a lot more fluid than the slower scaling in Infamous. You often end up fighting the military, the infected and big Reaper monsters all at once, and you will find a problem locking onto enemies due to the fact that the right analog stick is used for switching targets and for controlling the camera. It doesn't ruin the game, but it can result in confusion and sometimes an eventual death. Luckily, checkpoints are regular. Because there's a lot going on at once in the game, textures aren't fantastic, but the atmosphere of New York, with infected running about more and more as the days go by, and the sky turning slowly red near the nests, makes up for this. Music and sound is also great, with Batman-style strings playing as you hear the military radio calling airstrikes onto your position. Prototype is an absolute blast as you play through the story. Unfortunately, the side missions feel a little bit like a waste of time, but you'll really enjoy the main game whilst it lasts, and the story alone should last you about 10 hours. Prototype gets an excellent 8 out of 10.
You've been watching a review from Gamesweasel. If you want to get the show each week, which includes video game reviews, news, previews, competitions and special features, then head over to Gamesweasel.com for our video podcast, Gamesweasel TV.
Gamesweasel.com.